Hello guys and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. So guys, in today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to cut and stitch a princess dart pattern, a princess dart top. So you can see this was what I came up at the end of the day. You can see all of the lines, you can see the curves. So this is what we are going to be learning how to do today. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, so this is the fabric that we're going to be making use of. Is a crepe fabric, and those are the measurements on the screen that we're going to be making use of. So the first thing, I have my pattern paper, and on top I have my shoulder line, my bust point line. So that's my bust point line, my under bust, and then the waist. So you come to your shoulder line and you divide your shoulder measurement into two. You place it, use your own applicable measurement, and then I'm going to add just 1 inch for my stitching allowance. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inch. So the essence of that is for a slope, to create the shoulder slope. So you connect it to the shoulder line, and then from that point you take half of your armhole measurement. Like I said, use your own applicable measurement. So you connect that and then you mark it. So to get your armhole, you can divide your bust circumference into 6 and then add 1.5. So the next thing, I mark the center, that's the midpoint of that armhole, and then I'm going to connect it. So you can see I'll connect it, just mark it and then curve it around just to create a curve. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to that bust point line. I want to mark my bust span, which is the nipple to nipple. I divide my bust span into 2. Mine is 8, so you divide that into 2. I'm going to have 4 and then mark 4 along all those lines and then connect them with a straight ruler like that. So you can see after that, you are going to come to that part. You remember that midpoint of the armhole. So for that midpoint, what I do, I came up by 1 inch. So this one is optional. You can create your curve from the exact line, but most times I like coming up by 1 inch. So I just went up by 1 inch. So this is just to enable me create a curve. So before then we'll go back. So let's take out our dart. So I'm using 2 inches for the dart on the right and then ½ inch for the one inside. So that's the same middle one. I use 2 inches, and then for the middle one, this one that I curved now is 2 inches, and then this second one now that I'm going to curve now, that's the middle one, I use ½ inch. So you can see just ½ inch, just connect it back to the bust point line. Okay, so I'm just trying to make it clearer. So the next thing I am going to do, I want to create a curve. Remember that 2 inches line that we came up. So I'll create a curve from that point to meet that line that I marked. So you see the other straight line that extended, so that one that one is no longer needed. So this one that I'm highlighting now is the curve. So you create the curve. So you can see, so I'm just trying to highlight it for you guys to see. So you see that's the ½ inch I was telling you, and then this is the 2 inch. So at the end of the day, the total dart that I took is 2.5 inches. That's 2.5. So I'm just highlighting it because I noticed the marker was not very clear. Okay, so now that line, that 2.5 inch, you extend it down, and then the 2 inch extend it down. Okay, so the next thing, you are going to come to your chest line. So by the way, that's the chest line. You divide your bust circumference into 4. You add and then add your stitching allowance. You are going to come to the under bust, divide your under bust into 4, add your dart, and then add the stitching allowance. So you are going to do the same thing on the waist, divide by 4, add your stitching allowance, and add your dart. I'm sorry, that part was a little bit fast. So I'll just connect them like that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to cut this out because I'm almost done. So I'm still going to take out the dart from the side. Okay, so let's just watch and see. So the next thing I want to do, I want to create the armhole, the new armhole. So from that point, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. So once I come down by 2 inches from that point, I'm going to connect it back to the bust point line. So please note, you can see, connect that back to the bust point line. Okay, and then from that bust point line, I'm going to come, I will extend that line and the new armhole, I will extend it by 2¼ most times. I always like doing that, and then from there I would connect it to that, to the line, so you can see it. So that's the new line. So I'm going to highlight it so you see it. So you extend it now. You remember that line. So that first one that I was curving now is no longer necessary. So that's now the new armhole. So that one now is no longer necessary. Okay. So you cancel all of those ones. So just take a look at the diagram very well in case you got confused at any point. Just take a look at the diagram now and you see how your pattern is supposed to look. Okay, so you cut that out and then just create that small curve. So the essence of that ½ inch is to create that small curve at that center, so you can see. So this, now you cut all of this, you just cut them all out. Okay, so you can see how the pattern is looking. So the next thing we want to do, we want to create the back. So that's our shoulder line, bust point, under bust, waist. So those are the lines that we're going to be needing. So you come to your shoulder line, you divide your shoulder into 2, mark it, add 1 inch for the allowance. From there you come down by 1 inch to create your shoulder slope. So you connect it to the shoulder line. So from that point you are going to mark half of your armhole, just like we did with the front, and then you connect it to that top and then create a line. So from that point you are going to create an armhole curve. So this is the back, so you just create your armhole curve, and then the next thing, you're going to mark your bust point. Okay, so you're going to divide your bust pan into 2, just like we did. We used 4 inches before, so you use the same 4 inches, and then you connect it with a straight ruler like this. So you join all those lines together. So for the back, I'm not going to be doing a princess dart, I'll do a shoulder dart. So I'll just connect that line, that chest line, to the end. So from here I'm taking the neckline, so I use 3/2 for the back neckline. Okay, and then what I have left, I'm just going to look for the middle and then extend the line. So you can just decide to extend like that, no problem. So you can see the way the back dart is looking. So I'll come to the waistline, I'll take ½ inch to my right and then ½ inch to the left, because I'm taking out a dart of just 1 inch. I'll connect it to that chest and bust point line. So you can see the way I'm connecting it, just to take out a dart. So that's all. You can see that's all I need. The next thing, I just want to take out my full body measurement, divide my bust circumference by 4, add 1 inch and then add 2 inches allowance, or 1.5, depends on the allowance you're using. I'll come to the under bust line, divide by 4, add the dart and then add the stitching allowance. I'll mark the waist, I will divide by 4 also. So I just added all of the line, all of my measurements like that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now, I just want to cut this all off. So next, let's transfer to the fabric first. After transferring to the fabric, I'm going to show you how to stitch this. So now you notice these are my front patterns, so I've added my wording on them. So you pad your bustier the way you choose to. So there are different ways of doing that. You can check my channel in case you don't know how to do that. So for the back piece, if you notice, I've not opened the darts, so I just want to place them at this point and then cut out the darts. That is, just cut it open now at this point. So if you notice, you can see the way I placed my pattern. I left 2 inches on the side for my zip allowance. Okay, so I just took that out so I do not get confused. Can you see the way the pattern is placed? You can see the edge of the fabric that has 2 inches on the part where my hand is staying. That's for your zip allowance. Okay, I did not add the zip allowance when I was drafting the pattern. I did not put it. So now I'm cutting off the dart. So I'll just cut that off like that. Can you see the way I'm cutting it off? So please take note of everything that I'm doing. Just take a good look at it. So the next thing, I want to stitch. So most times what I normally do, I normally stitch my lining first. So just watch, it's the same process to make sure that everything is okay. So I'm going to start stitching from the down. I'll start stitching from the down point. So once I stitch it, I'm going to just keep navigating the curve like that. I'll keep navigating it, keep navigating it. So I'll keep navigating it. So I'm just trying to take my time here to show you how how to stitch it. So you can see the way I'm stitching it. As I'm stitching it, it is coming out. The curve is coming out. That's the princess that curve is coming out. Okay. So after that, I'll cut it, and then most times I will check it. It's always good to use your lining first. So in case the pattern is not sitting well, you can always still work on it. But if you use your fabric first, you might not know what is wrong. Okay. So that is why I normally use my lining as the mock-up for it. So you can see I'm stitching this one now. This is the other side. I started stitching from down. I did not start stitching from up. I've actually did a tutorial on my channel where I started stitching from up, and then on the other side, that was a live stream, and then the other one we stitch from the down just to see the difference. Okay. So in case you want to register for our online classes, you can send me a message on WhatsApp, and then most times every week we normally do live streams during the day. You can join, and then in the evening also we do live stream for pattern drafting. So you can just check, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so you'll not miss all of our tutorials. So the next thing I want to do, I'm placing it on my chest to check, to make sure that everything, and then I'm measuring to make sure that my bust nipple to nipple is equal, is the same. So I'll open it, I'll fold it together like this, and I'm checking the bust point, making sure I'm checking everything. Once everything is okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stitch my main fabric. So now this is my main fabric piece. I am going to be stitching it together. So we're going through that process again. We're going to be going through the process again. In case you have any questions, you can drop your questions on the comment section. Okay, so I'll just continue to stitch this. Just follow the same process. Okay, so like I said, in case you don't know how to pad, you can check my channel. I'm going to look for the link and drop it maybe in the description box for you to learn how to pad your bust here. I've done it on our live stream, one of our live streams before. So I'll just look for the video. So after everything, this is how it looks. So you can see, so I've stitched it. So I'm just going to open it and check it. I've not ironed it. I just want to check it first to make sure that everything is okay. So the next thing is for me to go and iron it properly, like really properly. You need a good ironing of it. Okay, so I'm just trying to check it. So I'll go and iron it and then come and show you how to add the neckline. So after ironing, so this is how it looks. So now we want to mark out our neckline. So I'm going to fold this out. That's the front piece, and then I'll fold the back piece also. I am going to place the back piece over the front piece. This is the front piece I'm working on. I'll mark 3 inches, depends on how many inches you want to use for your neckline, and then from that point I am going to come down. Depends on how deep I want the neckline to be. I normally measure, just place it on your shoulder and then measure how deep you want your neckline. So for this, I'm going to be using about 3 inches or 4 inches thereabout. I really did not want a neckline that is too open, so I'll curve that in. So I'm just going to curve that in like that. Okay, so that's for my neckline. So that same point, you can see I just put a mark there. So now I'm marking my front piece, the back piece. So you can see the neckline, I placed it, let it align with the back piece. Okay, so you know that the back piece, initially we added it on the pattern, but the front I did not add it. So I'm just going to trim everything, and then the next thing I'm going to stitch it. So once you've done it like this, you don't have problem, just turn it with your lining. So once you turn it with your lining, you're going to have something like this. So thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you have questions, you can drop your questions for me. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.